What's going on, YouTube? I told you I'd be back with a new product. It's not new, it's new to me. I have in the mail received finally my illuminated Nocks, right? And I have two types. One's nocturnal, the other is a Chinese knockoff. I'll put a link to that in the description because I don't really remember its name. It's kind of complicated. Now, Nockturnal is very famous, very well known, very well tested, but it costs about $6.50 per knock. The knockoff costs $2.15 per knock. Now, they both are structured and function the same. One of them is a little bit longer than the other, but I'll shoot a couple of arrows downrange, and you check the illumination and tell yourself, judge for yourself, what's worth it. Now I'm doing this in 360, so if you'll flip the camera around, you'll see my setup. So I'm running the Reinhardt Woodland Deer on my custom-made stand because, as I showed you in a previous video, grandstand doesn't fit the width for that. It's kind of crazy, and I can set that width to pretty much anything that I want. I got one camera facing straight onto the deer, and I got one above to show the arrow coming down range. My little, oh, speaking of, let's also talk this backstop that I also am testing out. This is formula board, foamular, right? There's Pink Panther down there. So this is foamular 250. It's I think it's just a 2-inch thick version. I will tell you, if you flip the camera back to me, that is not enough to stop the arrows. So if you'll look, flip the camera back around, if you'll look here and here, you'll see all the way up to my fletching, I've buried my arrows, and that's from as close as 20 feet to as far back as 50 feet. It does a tremendous job slowing it down, so I then doubled it up, right? So I got 4 inches worth of thickness, and that pretty much will stop it from passing through, but just 2 inches of this by itself will come through and land within, you know, 5 to 10 feet behind the your backstop. Now, it's a $30 option. I was trying to see if I could, because it comes as a, what's that, 8 foot by 4 foot 2-inch thick board, and I figured if I could cut it in half and get two 4-foot boards, backstops, that it would be worth it. $15 a backstop, and then it gives me more options when I go ahead and set up my 3D course in the woods later on. But anyhow, let's get to this test. Let me turn on these cameras. And now I'm going to walk back 30 feet. Now, I'm going to tell you now, it's not about placement on the deer. I'm not looking to do anything great, but if it happens, I'll be happy. And I'm going to shoot both of them the same way, which is to basically allow the firing of it activate the knock. So man, I got some great placement. Now, I apologize for not keeping the 360 camera up while I was firing, but you know, it's a habit. Once I fire, I kind of lower my left arm. But as I approach, if you flip the camera around, you can check out the illumination. I got 2 of one type and 1 of another. But if you look at it, and I'll step to the side, let you view it that way. I'll step to this side and let you view it this way. But do you see a difference? 360 degrees, rotated all you like. the illumination isn't strong enough for me to say pay $4 more. Now, if you pay attention, this arrow here is the Nockturnal Universal fit. These two are the Chinese knockoffs. One of them I fired by activating it before firing. The other one turned itself on when I fired. I'll put a link, like I said earlier, in the description for the knockoff version. There's no longevity test. I got them in the mail today, and heck, I said let's try shooting and see what happens. What a good grouping though. I mean, look at that grouping. That is fantastic. All in the 10 ring. I'm happy with that. So is there anything else? I don't think there is. So there you go, guys. Take the information, digest it, make a decision. Have a good one. All right, it's a good bit darker. They are a good bit brighter. Illumination is really nice now. So we'll shoot a few more down range from 30 this time. Second pair. Good grouping. One's in the body, one's not. Oh well. Nocturnal imitation.